2013 Senate Bill 207, which is in reference to the town of Brookfield's incorporation and the attempted incorporation of town of Waukesha lands into the town of Brookfield. This bill addresses that, and what it does is forces each board from each town to approve an incorporation of any other town's lands. This has been approved by the Senate, passed the Assembly, I believe 3 Tuesdays ago, and is sitting on the governor's desk to be signed. In all likelihood, that is supposed to happen prior to the end of the week, this now eliminates the issue that we had spent well over $100,000 on with attorneys fighting with the town of Brookfield. And I look forward to having more solutions in a conference room rather than a courtroom. Anybody else any input on that?
When you say solutions, John,
Yes.
the only solution I see is we not give up any property. What can be hard, or what can be negotiated there? I mean, I see it as ta-ta. If you want to become a village, do it without absconding 280 acres of our land.
That's exactly correct, and that's what this bill does.
And it will be in our corner every way, every step of the way.
But that's what our attorney has said, yes. Have you had an opportunity to read that? It's pretty clear.
What it says, if you read it with the amendments, is that the governing bodies of both of the towns would need to agree to the incorporation effort, and compliments to Attorney Hofer in Hector's office and to Attorney Lang. They were of great assist in that, to get 2 amendments made to that motion to make sure that where we are in that process, that will still be required. We went to Waukesha County Circuit Court on this in January of 2012. And that's the session. Soon thereafter, the Judge Hassan determined that we had not done the appropriate things to be an intervener. We put that matter to appeal to the Circuit Court of Appeals, and that decision has been pending since, I think, late last year, November or thereabouts. Assuming that the governor signs this, and there's every reason to believe that will happen forthwith, as Chairman Merrick has said, what we will probably be doing then is a simple formal resolution. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm assuming that from positions people have taken, this board will be opposed to that effort, and an expectation is that we'll shut the whole thing down.
Question. For Attorney Hector, what is your opinion of this bill, sir?
It is very helpful to the town's position, and it will help bring this conflict to an end if signed by the governor in the form that it was passed.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Moving on, legal fees. Item J.
I'd like to make a motion to table the item. I have no idea what it's about. I have nothing in my packet to assist me in being prepared to know what it's about. So my motion is to table it until I have something, we have something that we can understand it.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Nay. Still carries. Road bid proposal.
Just out of curiosity's sake, what was that bill about?
No, that's.
Table.
Don't go there, Mike.
Road bid proposal update. Jamie's provided us with a spreadsheet of all of the bidders, what they bid on, cost per tons in mile, square yardage. I have some concerns with regards to the roads that were identified initially when this was sent out. I have been going through each one of those roads and going through other roads that I think are in far worse shape and need additional attention. So for the moment, I think we should sit back and do nothing with this until we identify a second set of roads. Some of the same roads, but there's others that are in far worse condition.
Question.
Yes,
John, are you working with Jerry's on this too, that was composed sometime back? Are you looking at that?
yes,
Do you see a percentage of that gonna happen too?
yes.
So you're asking us to table awarding the contracts until, and then when we identify the roads, so we got some other roads, I'm sure there are some that need work. You're gonna come back and we'll
Yes.
go through it then?
I think we should do that during
So
the
just
workshop.
table it?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to table it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Mr. Chairman,
Hold on.
I merely wanted to advise the board that our office did not participate in the development of any bids, but that's very normal. Oftentimes, there are provisions in the bids submitted, and I didn't see the originals, which guarantee pricing for a limited period of time. And also, the bidding may have been influenced by the existing conditions of the roads that may have been identified. So I would suggest that those two elements be taken up with the town's engineer as soon as possible to address any possible issues there.
Aye, reconsideration of the July 5 closing. This is pretty simple. We approved closing on July 5th at the last meeting without the use of comp or vacation time for any of the office staff. And this is merely here to allow them to use their vacation or comp time on July 5th rather than, it's still a day off. It's still without pay, but they could use a vacation day or comp time for it.
We need to suspend the rules.
And we need to
Suspend the
suspend.
rules in reference to the town ordinance section 2316, reconsideration of questions, so the board can consider reconsideration of the town hall closing July 5th.
Also move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All in favor?
That's
Aye.
gonna be a roll call, I think.
Think so?
I think so, we've been doing them as roll call.
Okay.
Chairman Merrick,
Yes.
Supervisor Bansky,
Yes.
Supervisor Wolf,
Yes.
Supervisor Laska,
Yes.
Supervisor Fisher.
Yes.
Thank you.
Rules are suspended. Back to reconsideration for the July 5th closing. Again, it is only for, it's still not a paid vacation day, but they can use vacation or comp time.
I requested that this be put on the agenda, part of the personnel committee, if you will. At the time that we voted on this 2 weeks ago, it was in the 11th hour, pun intended, 11 or 12 a.m., I'm not quite sure. And I don't know if we gave it proper consideration. Our rules or handbook indicate that we can indeed use comp time if given prior permission. And I feel that with the fact that there is considerable comp time built up, especially by the DPW with snow plowing, that this is a great opportunity to chip away at some of that and go forward from there. I think it's just a wonderful idea, and for July 5th, we can certainly make that happen and perhaps address it in our handbook if that needs to be changed for future reference.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Lastly, authorization of payment of bills. We have $71,977.38.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
It's Larry. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion for an adjournment?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wait a second.
Nate.
Thank you.
Way too early.
Without the voting.
Yes, go home early tonight, not even dark, right?
I know, they were so like everything.
No, I'm just kidding. I work Friday. Unless Jane calls me early tonight.
Right.
She calls me all the time, so I end up working Fridays more than any other.
Right there.
Otherwise,